Yo, what's cracking? It's D Nell, aka Trip of the Tribulation Kids. We are in the building. I'm in the house. I don't know how this gonna work, but we're gonna try to get it done. Today is my first live stream. It's been a while since I had a chance to live stream. The last live stream I was outside, and I wanted to get myself prepared, try to do some things, try to get the studio set up. This is still not set up, but this is a live test just to see how I sound, see if I can keep up with it or whatever. So in the last month since my last live stream, I just have not been feeling good. Been going through some things, you know what I mean? Just trying to get my health right, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what, but I do want to say, I've been just trying to get myself right, and it seems like in the last month or so, I have not been able to digest my food. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, what's up with this? And I think it's because um, I had my gallbladder removed back in like 2004, 2000. I want to say like 2004. But anyway, you know what I mean? So I don't know if it's something wrong with my digestive system or what, but it had me losing a little bit of weight. And I was like, I ain't want to get on the video. So that's one reason why I haven't been here. But I do want to say shout out to the people, shout out to the chat, YouTube City. We are in the house. I'm starting to get hyped just a little bit, just because I'm happy to be in the house. Shout out to William. Shout out to Michelle S in the house. I appreciate y'all. 4 people in the building. My studio is not set up the way I would like it, you know what I mean? But again, I just wanted to come live, just to see if y'all can hear me. If you hear me, say something out loud, say something in the chat, holler at me, I'll holler back. Um, Trying to get myself back in shape, trying to get used to back talking again. I got to get used to hitting this laugh button again. I know people used to get mad, like, why you keep hitting the laugh button? But you know how I am. So anyway, man, I'm happy to be in the house. I'm gonna change some stuff around. I don't know when I'll do my next live stream, so I'm gonna try to stay as long as I can. But again, I have not been feeling good, so I do want to say I'm in the house. But as I'm in the house, I have not even been on social media. I haven't been looking into nothing. I haven't had a chance to support nobody or nothing. You know what I mean? I've just been staying away from social media. Actually, really appreciating my lady, you know what I mean, my wife. She been blessing me. She been really good to me, and with all that we've been through, just to be out there hanging strong, that's been a blessing for me. So moving forward, I just want to make sure that I'm respecting her as I'm out here, because it's a lot of different people I know. As a matter of fact, I done lost like 26 people since my last live stream, and again, this is just me testing. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to stay the whole distance of an hour or even more. But I wanted to hear myself, and check in with the people. So, what y'all been up to? If you check out the description, you can see there's some stuff that's in there. There's information that's loaded. Stuff I've been working on. I've been going back in my old channel, messing with stuff back then. Um, well, with my old content, trying to fix up my old content. And I actually had a chance to work on some designs, work on some art, and I have a store. If you look into my bio, into the about section of the information of my homepage, you can find the links to get you there. Man, God has truly been blessing me. I got some opportunities that's been coming my way. Um, since my last live stream, I talked about the church that I found. I'm gonna get into that. But it was just that I went through that too. After gallbladder removal, it gets better with time. I eat immediately. Have to find toilet, even in the public. I'm gonna be honest with you, Michelle. I ain't want to be too honest on the live stream. So I was saying to myself, you know what, this live stream, I feel kind of heavy because I ain't been here. You know what I mean? And I'm checking in, but I ain't really gonna be too heavy in the streets out here. Just because I don't want to put nothing in jeopardy, you know what I'm saying, that I got going on in life or that anybody else has going on in life. You know what I mean? I just want to be totally respectful. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I said to myself on this live stream, I'm heavy because I'm holding so much in, right? It's so much I want to say. But I feel like it's so much that other people go through. Like it ain't just me, you know what I mean? And I don't know if it's just because I had my gallbladder removed, but I'm telling my, you know, what I mean, I done went to the clinic and I also went to the hospital, you know what I mean, to check in with the ER. And they referred me to a GI, a gastrointestinal doctor or whatever, right? So I was sitting up here thinking, like, you know what I mean? Let me just keep it real on this live stream. There's something that um for years I fought, and it's like I never brought it around people, you know what I mean? Like what I do is what I do. But I started on the live stream with it. And I used to say to myself that I ain't want my content to be like that. So I stopped. But what I'm saying is for many years I fought smoking, you know what I mean? And um, these days and times that I'm getting older, I think it's catching up to me. So I'm saying to myself that I don't know, you know what I mean? Like if that, is also added, you know what I mean? But in general, I'm at the age now, I'm 48. By the age of 50, I want to start smoking. That's just because, I seen my father start smoking about 50. You know what I mean? He's 85, still walking, talking, you know what I mean, doing good, and shout out to my pops. So I just been on just a very respectful nature kick, trying to get myself together, and again, when I first started my channel, I felt like I was going through a mid-age crisis, trying to find myself, and what I wanted to do next. And naturally, when I started live streaming, I got back into the music, and I want to say right now that I'm actually in a place in my life where I could do more music. I could sit down and write now, because my studio got so much space, I got so much room. That's why I say that I'll probably not keep this background, you know what I mean? Because I actually can use the whole room, and do something else, but now I have the time, to do what I've been actually working on is my brand. I actually been working on the Tribulations brand. And like this is the shirt right here. You can't see it. And see, that's another thing I was trying to figure out or look at, you know what I mean? Like my space. Like I had way too much space to keep myself confined in this little old corner, you know what I mean? So there was like it's just been balancing, like what should I do with the studio, you know what I mean? Because I'm now creating my own t-shirts. You know what I mean? I have a lab set up where I could do my music. I have a lab set up where I can make my own shirts. You know what I mean? I have a lab set up where I can do my gaming channel. Um, I have everything just set up. You know what I mean? But again, I just don't want to get back out on these streets and put nothing in jeopardy. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking older now. What can I do to get established? So as the Tribulation Kidz channel, I wanted to branch out. Since I'm building a platform, I wanted to come out here with a service or something to promote. You know what I mean, or sell. And I started to come up with the Tribulation Kidz brand. You know what I mean, so. I started to invest in that, and I started to put my ideas and my designs together to try to get that stuff going and moving. So, Lord have mercy. I I wanted to just test it to see how it's gonna be like. Day, like I don't know how I feel about this. I feel the same, like I was I was questioning, like, is this really what I really want to do, right now? You know what I mean? Because I really don't have the time like I used to. I also can help after people they get gallbladder removed. Is that right? Let me see. I'm gonna take a picture of what you said just because. Um, I ain't set up right. Like I don't really have it together like I really want to. Like I got icebreakers now. I got different questions. I got my description set up. You know what I mean. I'm starting to have a little art thumbnails. You know what I mean. And um, it's just the personality. Like I don't know how I'm gonna feel, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna say. You know what I mean. I don't want to put myself in a position. I don't want to put somebody else in a position. I want to speak on it. Like I went back to this church, and I had a chance to talk to the pastor, and she just was very encouraging. Like she seen something like with my purpose, something I'm supposed to do. And she just, I don't know, we just talk, like we all just talk, you know what I mean? And I'm trying not to go too deep or personal to the story, you know what I mean? Because it was more to happen. But in general, you know what I mean? I'll let her know, I would love to interview. I would love to interview you. And she was actually like, I'll do the interview. Yo, I sit up here and I thought though, like, what is it that I actually do? I don't do nothing. I just get out here and be myself. Like, look, it don't matter who there, how many people there. You know what I mean? Like, I go out there and have fun for me. You know what I mean? Like, I chill. I be myself. I don't change nothing. You know what I mean? And the way I was talking to her, you know what I mean? Like she was feeling what I was saying, and it was very supportive that she was like, you you can do a live stream here. And I'm looking around, she at, at the church. I'm like, you gonna get yeah. So it was just some amazing stuff just been happening to me, you know what I mean? Just staying out the streets, you know what I mean? I had a chance to just sober down. I ain't going through that mid-age crisis no more. Like before, I wondered like what I'm gonna do next, how I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like my whole life has always been about getting out there and making a name. You know what I mean? I've been rapping for so many years that all I wanted to be was a rapper in life. You know what I mean? Like before that, I wanted to be a basketball player. But that didn't work out. You know what I mean? But I had opportunities come my way, just as an MC, so um I'm just getting to the point now. I'm at 48. I'm at the ass end of my career, my journey. That's what I walked, whether it's with music, or out here in these streets. Like I've been doing YouTube. I've been out here on these streets since 2017. I started out here at Mike Larry's um, channel, and it's listed AVA. I don't want to get too deep into the specifics, but it's a big platform, and back in the day, when Kanika Jenkins first was, I don't want to use the word murder, but I guess she was murdered. They found her in the freezer at a hotel, and they actually I was working with the platform, you know what I mean? I was just a moderator, but I was working with the platform that actually allowed me up to speak. When I got up on this platform, I looked around like, this is nice. We all need one of these. You know what I mean? I was like, oh man, I'm live. Like I enjoyed it so much, but I got a chance to know him. I got a chance to know the people I was working with, and I learned how to make groups through watching them, you know what I mean, and having that opportunity there. And one day, Mike Larry said, Darnell love the people. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna give him a chance. He love the people. And I just something I always remember. Let's see, a female pastor. I thought they weren't even supposed to be. Oh, you want me to get into that? Oh Lord have mercy. Um, it's some word of that, it's some word in that, just in the church, and then it's some other stuff, you know what I mean? But we are all one. That's what it does say, I mean? There's neither or, nor there nor that. But I ain't get into that. Like, look, I'm barely in these streets, you know what I mean? Like, don't pull me in, give my opinion, ask for my advice, just because that's the kid, Um, so yeah, it don't never matter how many people there, or what it's about. You just go out there and do the video. For me, This is something I could always go back and see, but I made so much content in the past. I was looking at all the hours I put in. I was looking at all the videos. I was looking at just how I conducted myself on certain things, and certain things I did like, certain things I just didn't like, but at the same time, I had a chance to actually see myself, and I started to think, this is stuff that I could actually clip, put stuff out, short videos and stuff like that, of stuff I've already done. Like, this is the time for me to just be creative, you know what I mean? And just like really enjoy my laboratory, and actually start to create, So right now I feel like I'm at the point where I could just do music. I could do a lot of writing, a lot of just getting myself back into the groove of things. But if I was to talk about what you talk about right here with this, I think I'll leave it alone just because, you know what I mean? Lord have mercy. So yeah, man, I'm 16 minutes in. I'm looking at the video. I'm not feeling it. I know I need to do some stuff with my background. I did want to check out a couple of different things. So let me check out something real quick, and let me see how to do it. Let me see if this will work right quick. Oops. I tried to be slick. I tried to be slick about it too. I tried to be slick. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't know if it was working though. Let's see.
Homemade television on YouTube.
So I'm back to the house. I got lost. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. Let me see if I can find myself. Oh no, you know what? Right, hold on. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Let's cook up some homemade television. First, a dash of creativity.
Your boys out here lost in the street. It's almost done now. But anyway, because I can also just check out the music, because that was something else I wanted to do, just to make sure that the sound is right. So I'll just get into something else real quick. All right, I'm back. Before I get into something else, let me not get into something else. Let me just chill and see if y'all can hear me again. Can you hear me again? Hopefully you can. Lord have mercy, man. This new program, how do I feel about Restream? Restream is slowing me down. It's certain things that I'm just used to doing with StreamYards, and it was easier for me to do. With Restream, it's a little different. Just to operate it, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna have to do better, you know what I mean? Because if I'm gonna get a break, I definitely want to know how to spin the record, you know. But it's some stuff I've been working on for people who have not been, you know, knowing what I've been doing. I've been really trying to get myself right, you know what I mean? I wanted to come out here with a service. You can promote your channel here. You can put your links in the chat. You can get to know people, you know what I mean? Just to kind of keep in contact with people, you know what I mean? And it was just something that I wanted to do as far as me building a brand. So I've been building Tribulation Kidz brand, just doing different designs and stuff like that, and working on, you know, clothing, you know. So if you check out the stuff in the description, you can go to the stores, you know, or you can look into the about section. But as of right now, man, just what I've been doing, man, is just really appreciating life, appreciating my wife. She been good to me. Shout out to my man coming in the door. Storm Reigns is in the house checking in. Big Dean, to talk. So what's up with you, man? I appreciate you. Just trying to stay out of trouble, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to put nothing in jeopardy. Don't want nobody else to put nothing in jeopardy. But I just been really happy, and for people, um, I always wish they happiness, you know what I mean? I always wish people success, you know what I mean? I always try to see if we can pull people out the struggle and what we go through, but I try to make stuff that's relatable to people, you know what I mean? Because I know other people go through things that I go through. Um, but I wanted to try to play a part, you know what I mean? Because I actually I'm really happy right now, like things have been going good, just better than the last 8 years in my life, you know what I mean? And I just I'm grateful, you know what I mean? And so many opportunities been coming my way still, and so I just been sitting back, man. I've been building my brand. If you check out the description, you can go to the stores, check out some of the stuff I've been doing. Um, I'm trying to build some custom creative stuff in the future, so I'll be, putting all my time into that. But I will be trying to spend some time with the music. So I'll be looking for beats. If you are a producer, you don't mind giving me 16 Tribulation Kids, hit me up. Um Actually it's Tribulation Kid on Gmail, and we can connect. Or if you got some tracks, you know what I mean, like a whole set track that you want from track to track to track to track, and you got 4 to 5 beats, you know what I mean, just lined up, send them to me. I'll get with you. But I'll be just doing that, trying to get my software together, trying to get my channel together, trying to get my stores together, building more designs. Yeah, and I got to add in 2K. I'm spending some time with 2K too. I ain't gonna lie. I've been thinking about starting my gaming channel, but the, the boy be out there looking like trash. I'm getting older, man. I can't do it. You know what I mean? I don't think that I'm gonna really get out there on the gaming channel. Because I think for me, what people don't understand is, like, if you look at my old stuff, like I started the first YouTube city, you know what I mean? Like, it's always been the YouTube streets. Shout out to Kev Rowe. Kev Rowe is the one that started that, you know what I mean? YouTube streets, and that started back in like 2019, 2020. You know what I mean? That people started saying the YouTube streets and started really getting heavy out here in these streets, but I started to create, a city, a virtual city. And I had the opportunity to have that come true. You know what I mean? I wanted to make a virtual city come to reality. You know what I mean? And I wanted to live in that. And I did that. I feel like now it's a new idea for me. You know what I mean? Like, to go on to the next one. I mean, we made music to the soundtrack of what we was doing. I have fun with that. I met some amazing people out here. Like, I love my people. Like, y'all don't even know. I love y'all a lot. And for me, I wanted to make sure that I'm giving my all if I'm gonna give it, But I feel like I'm at the ass end of my journey, at the ass end of my career when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to the music, when it comes to the game. I'm ready just to hang my jersey up and walk away. Like, I did enough. I gave to the game. I gave all I had for many years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm documenting, for the things I did, the things I said. Like, I might have said something out there one day, you know what I mean? And I feel like in my younger day, that's what I wanted, But these days, I'm at the time of my life where I just want the peace, I want to be something, like I'm cool, like I'm cool with who I've become, God has been really good to me, I'm at some I'm talking about some amazing people out here on YouTube. I really have. I met some amazing people in real life as well, and I'm grateful for that. But when I look at it, it's like, for me to come out here and just hang out, be in the streets and stuff like that, like, that's what I did, to try to get to this platform. and continue to build, But if I was to go out there to have to get 50,000 people, 100,000 people, you know what I mean? Have to talk to all these people in the live stream. I want to have something to say. You know what I mean? I want it to be something going on in the world. I want it to be something we could all feel, something we could all, speak about. You know what I mean? Like I can't see myself just chilling. Like I don't just chill like that no more. And I just grew up, to a point where it's just like, if I'm happy and I have everything I want, everything I need, what do I need out here in these streets, And I try to treat it like real life, like I don't go out no more, I don't chill, I don't go do nothing. I can, don't get me wrong. Like I get in these streets, everybody know how I am, you know what I mean? Like, look, if I don't calm down, don't sit down, you know, um, then I ain't gonna establish something, But look, I grounded myself. Look, I'm on restriction, you know what I mean? Punishment, I'd rather sit still, stay out of harm's way, you know what I mean? Not have to put nobody else in harm's way. I love my people, but I feel like if I get too deep in these streets, it's gonna bring me back, Oh, I'm sorry, the chat is moving. Will the wifey come on? Lord have mercy. Nah. Uh, she know this is what I do. Like she try to stay away from it, let me do what I do. She know it make me happy. My people make me happy. She might be in the background peeking in, like look, trying to see. You know what I mean? Like is he out there? What he doing? Who he with? But for the most part, this is what I do. Me just staying on my grind. Yeah, man, for sure. You stay on your grind. Look, my grind is a little more different than it used to be. I just I'm happy. You know what I mean? When you got a good woman, you know what I mean? Like I just don't want to lose a good woman. Um, Not saying that she restricts me or she pushes me away. Like she the one actually told me on my birthday you should go out there, make your return on your birthday. I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, just because, like, y'all don't know, I've been on these streets for a long time. Like, y'all, I started with Mike Larry, you know what I mean? Then I had a chance to go and work with Dougie Life Entertainment. Doug was already big out there on Facebook, you know what I mean? I brought him over to YouTube, start putting him on. He asked me, um, do you know what you think about being my co-host? And I'm like, co-host, and he had a lot of people, so I started doing that, you know what I mean? But it's like, yo, then the group split in half. I started All of Us TV, and a lot of the people pushed me, you know what I mean, to get out here and find my voice, and I just been doing it. And I actually was watching King AK-47, one day in the live stream around the time that Dolph was murdered, out there in Lord have mercy. I think it's Memphis. Uh Maybe, I don't know. I could be lying. But anyway, King AK-47 was talking to about 2,000 people that day, and he was in his first year on YouTube, and it was inspiring to me the way that he was talking to the people. He was just being himself. And he said it in front of all them people. You know what I mean? After this live stream, go start a channel. Just be yourself. And I went out there, the next day or so, I wanted to do it. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna go do it. Boom. I started doing it. And I just wanted to let them hear my voice. I wasn't gonna let them see my face. You know what I mean? Like I came from the other side. You know what I mean? Like them streets is different. Like you don't want to be out here on the video. You don't want to tell people too much about you. Like you from the street. Like if you know YouTube, like you don't want to get too personal. But anyway, I end up starting the channel, and I just one day said, you know what, I want to see the video, and I started seeing myself, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna start doing this. And I started going live all the time, but I had the time to do it, you know what I mean? And I was at a point in my life where I was going through a break, and um, I needed to find myself in my journey, and I felt like I already knew I was gonna come out here. I was gonna find a lot of people, you know what I mean? Like we gonna kick it. Like they gonna know D-Nell, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna know them. They gonna know us, I'm gonna come out here talking my mess. talking my mess, and I just been here, you know what I mean? But I actually did the math the other day, like how long have I been on social media? You know what I mean? And I actually been out here since 2017, and that's when they actually started getting out here really live streaming. When Prodigy got killed, the rapper Prodigy, I actually went to Mike Larry's live stream. He was live, and I was like, yo, I like that. Like he live right now. Like, yo, this is happening right now. Like I was feeling it, like, you know. But what people don't know is my father's a disc jockey, you know what I mean? So I've watched him do live radio, my whole life. Like he just get out there and just speak live, broadcasting music, but I ain't never been one for the music. Like he know music, you know what I mean? Like me, I don't really know music, but I've been around music my whole life, But for MCing, like, you know what I mean, my brother followed the footsteps of my father as far as DJing. But for me, he didn't buy me turntables and the records, you know what I mean? He bought me a little tape recorder, you know what I mean? I used to tape myself and walk around, listen to myself, I used to do that as a kid, and when I started doing music, I listened to the music over and over and over. That's how I would memorize it, you know what I mean? And then when I started live streaming, I used to do the video, then I watched the video to see how did I come off on the video, you know what I mean? So it just was something that just grew over time. And then without me emceeing no more, I was like, yo, it felt good to be a ex-rapper just coming out here on the live, you know what I mean? Actually being able to still spit, and that was just how it was, So um there's a part of creative life and there's a real reality life. The social life is far different from reality, you know what I mean? And I was at a point in my life where I didn't have to pay attention to reality. You know what I mean? Like I was still young, and dealing with having to become in my 40s and know, oh look, I'm on my way to 50. There was a drive in me that's like, I need to hurry up and get it now. I used to go live all the time, just live, but nobody could keep up with me on the content at the time. And I was just meeting people, invite them up. We do stuff. Like I have them singing. I'm talking about, yo, I'm talking, I can clip some stuff, yo, that I've already done, you know what I mean? And it'll get more views than me just doing a regular live stream right now, So it's certain things I've just been thinking like a director, you know what I mean? Because now I have the space, I have all my stuff spread and in front of me, you know what I mean? And it's laid out to now I need to create what makes me happy. And that's what it is. Like I feel like I'm in a laboratory, you know what I mean? I'm in a silence where I could just go into my own space and I don't bother nobody, don't nobody have to bother me, and it's just my cubby hole, you know what I mean? It's starting to expand, and God is starting to enlarge in my territory, you know what I mean? And all I have to do is just behave, like you know how long God has been doing that for me, but I have misbehaved, so I'm at the point in my life where I just got to start to behave and start to appreciate the things that God has blessed me with. Like he blessed me with a good woman, and she loved me. Like I ain't got to question that, you know what I mean? And I could put her in the room with 30 men, you know what I mean? And she gonna come out there still thinking and loving me, you know what I mean? Regardless of what they talked about, you know what I mean? But that's just how I would look at it. But if you put me in the position that I'm walking in the room with 30 women, am I gonna come out and not say nothing? You see what I'm saying? Like, D-Nell, you know what I mean? Like he gonna say something, and he might do too much. So I'm trying to relax. That was just me just using an example. That ain't exactly what I'm saying, but I'm just saying in general, you know what I mean? Like using that as an example, like, who the person I am. Like I'm social, I'm too friendly, you know what I mean? And sometimes I'm a little too friendly, you know what I mean? And sometimes friendliness, it just don't match. And sometimes it do, and when it match, Lord have mercy. You got to try to prevent things. You know what I mean? Stay your ass up out the street. You know what I mean? Get up out the game. I hang it up. That's how I feel. Like I really feel like I've done so much in this game, in this society, in this world. You know what I mean? Like, what part do I play? The only time I can play my part is if I can get out here and really speak something to the people and with the people. You know what I mean? If we out here, we on the same page and we talk about something, you know what I mean, that really is injustice, or something that really matters, in life. Otherwise I'll be picking apart stuff, trying to find stuff, to talk about. Like, look, just like in the description, you know what I mean? Like, do y'all drink coffee or do you drink tea? You know what I mean? Like, nobody answer the question. Don't nobody get into these type of things. Like that, we need participation in the chat. You know what I mean? Let me know you listening. Talk to me. I talk back. Lord have mercy. I need people to know. I'm still in the house. I'm a little more grown. That's all. Shucks. I got my big drawers on, my big boy drawers on. I'm walking around trying to get it right. Just because you got it right don't mean nothing. Shucks. It's gonna take me some time. I'm the prodigal son. I go and play in the mud a little bit. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, look, they all know me. You do too much. You're doing it for views. I've been doing it all these years. Why I'm gonna stop? See, and that's the thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I play too much. Like, I can't come out here and play too much. I gotta watch how I joke, just because like it's getting serious. Like, and I don't want to play with people's feelings. I don't want to play with people's emotions. You know what I mean? And I don't want to have mine play with at the same time. So, trying to be right. Um, Anyway, man, if y'all didn't hear me earlier, I'm gonna say it again. Check out my about section. Check out my stories in the description. Check out some of the stuff if you got some ideas, or if you want to get your store started, or if you need any help. You know what I mean? Like, holler at the kid. Like, we can put our ideas together and we can go out here and crush the game. Like, look, the holidays get ready to come. Like, look, buy you a mug. You don't want a mug? Like, look, get you a cup. Like, look, I'm getting ready to get one. I'm tired of using this. So anyway, man, 3 people in the house. I'm 45 minutes in. Um, I just wanted to test some things, and I'm still gonna test some things. It's gonna take me a little time. I told people in my previous live streams that I probably wasn't gonna come out here until like March. You know what I mean? Like, not even come out here. I probably wouldn't be established. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be doing live streams, just not all the time. Like, I probably ain't gonna do the next live stream until for another couple weeks. I gotta pick my weight up that I lost, man. Like, I ain't been able to eat, been able to hold no food. Shout out to my man, Mr. Fishing is in the house. I've been looking for you. I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Mr. Fishing he participates. You know what I mean? That's one of my good friends right there. One of my buddies. Mr. Fishing, man. Look, I try not to get in these streets as much. You know how it is. He know. Nah, man, but I do got a good woman on my side. She been taking care of me. I ain't been feeling well. Um, I've been really going through some stuff, and I shared some stuff earlier in my earlier in the live stream. I probably got a little too personal, but I feel better. You know what I mean? Just because I felt like I was heavy before I started this live stream. I ain't really know how I was gonna come out here and just be able to finish this one, because this is the first one. I knew I wasn't gonna like it, because I definitely didn't I don't like it now. But I'm gonna watch it back, just because there's some stuff I need to improve on, some stuff I need to do, and get used to. So the first few live streams I do is definitely gonna be a test. Like, these is just to get my stuff operational. I have been trying to go back and do a little research with the work that I've already done. I want to say, Mr. Fisher, I found that video. I found it, and I'm gonna send it to you. You know what I mean? But you can actually find it yourself. You know what I mean? Because when I met you, you came in the chat and you said, "What's the topic?" Right? I don't know what I said back, but that's our first exchange, right? The next live stream, I remember writing in the title, "What's the topic?" And I had a question mark. And I had it was something else. It was something else that said something in the video, but it's because I've been actually working on my channel. You know what I mean? Like, now I have actually just actually blew the dust off of everything. I've been actually really giving it a shot to try to do some of my titles, my descriptions. I've had a chance to open my online stores. You guys can check that out in the descriptions and in the about section. I've had a chance to actually really get out here and actually move on, working on my stuff, and I've been working on a lot of stuff for the last year, but I've been working on a lot of stuff in my life as well. That before I used to deal with having a mid-age crisis and almost reaching 50, but now I accept it, you know what I mean? And I know what I want at 50. And like I shared on the live stream earlier, that's to stop smoking, like smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, you name it, you know what I mean? But I don't want to say it like that because I went to the emergency the other day, just because I ain't been able to digest my food. And the lady asked me, what you smoke? And I was like, I smoke cigarettes. She asked me how long I smoke, and I told her, I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 17 years old. Um, and then I struggle with it, you know what I mean? But um, she asked me, and then she's like, and what else? I was like, just the weed. I smoke weed, here and there. I don't smoke it like these youngsters do, you know what I mean? But I might have a joint or two here and there. That's my business. I shouldn't even put it out there. But you know what I mean? Little storm, you know what's up. So anyway, the lady said, what else? What you mean, what else? She asked me what else? Like, do you smoke something else? Like, yeah, I started to get offended. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't smoke nothing else. You know what I mean? Like, just, what else you do? You walking around here kind of fast, talking kind of quick, stumbling over your word. What's wrong with you? So anyway, so that was TAC, baby. Look that. Don't give me the low. It's different. Back in the day, boy, you used to watch it when you get the bag. You know what I mean? Like, let me see what you got. You know what I mean? Okay. Now these days you can ask, what's the TAC? You know what I mean? What's the TAC level? Oh no, that's too low. I'm good. My fault. My fault. I don't want to get too deep into that. And see, that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like, I think out loud, and I don't want to offend nobody, because I do got some strong believers in the faith, that do tune into my channel. But I be telling y'all, man, like you gotta expect the unexpected. Like, don't expect too much for me. Like, I walk out here with no expectations. Like, I don't know how it's gonna be, what I'm gonna say, how it's gonna do, how it's gonna turn out. All I know is I'm in the house. You know what I mean? That's all I could do. Yeah, man. So Mr. Fishing, also I was gonna hit you up just because I know Mr. Fishing is out here watching his football. I already know football starting for the people today out here, and they're very excited. I'm talking about people talking about putting their jerseys on and some more stuff. I don't want to keep hitting this laugh button because I feel like it's gonna aggravate me or somebody else in the chat. But I heard that football is actually getting ready to go down, starting today, so shout out to the people that are out there wearing their jerseys of their favorite teams while they're watching them play and all the rest of that. And then I want to say Mr. Fishing 2K is looking good these days, you know what I mean? And boy, look, I wanted to come out here and start my gaming channel, because I actually been promoted on my team, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm on a team already, Mr. Fishing. I was gonna ask you if you wanted to join the team, look, I'm a captain, like, and look, I got promoted, you know what I mean? Told me I could do anything I want with social media, you know what I mean, when it comes to the team, and I was thinking about putting this TV deal together, starting up my gaming channel, coming out here and just getting our team out there and having something to do, you know what I mean? And letting people come to the games and stuff like that, and maybe it will grow into something. But man, I done had some bad days out there on that game. I don't want to be live. I don't want people to see that. You know what I mean? Like, it be looking bad sometimes. Look, Storm, you out there on 2K, let me know. We can play with people that are on Xbox. So if you are an Xbox type of person, you know what I mean, hit me up. You know what I mean? And you can hit me up at DNL702. And that is on PlayStation. but you can hit me up. 2K26, yeah, Mr. Fisher. Nah, 2K25, Mr. Fisher. You still playing the old game? Yeah, but I was thinking about starting my gaming channel and just like really going live with it and having fun with that, because it'd be easier for me to do content like that. But I was actually watching this dude the other day on YouTube, and he actually you do the VR. Oh no, I don't play like that. The them like them glasses from They Live. You gonna mess around, be able to see through people and see what they spirit doing and all the rest of stuff. Like, look, I'm a skeptic, about these video games. You know what I mean? Like, it might have us walking into the other side. Like, we might be in the spiritual side. Like, what is this? Is that a demon right there? Like, Satan? Oh Lord, they got me in the wrong place. They told me to close my eyes. No, but I was watching this dude the other day on YouTube, and he actually is a voice in the community, the 2K community. It was actually pretty dope, you know what I mean, that he built his platform just out there talking about the stuff that's going on 2K and stuff like that. But I think his platform is dope. It's called like City something. I don't know, but he probably been doing it for a while, but I've been running with some of my old homeboys, like some real homeboys too, and I want to say shout out to them, the Gold Gang, like it's about 13 of us, and it's been cool because every year we always get together, regardless of what they be going through or what we be going through. Like some of us be arguing and all the rest of that, But I say us because I don't want to put it on just one person or two people or multiple people. I'm just gonna say us, just the crew. But it's been really cool playing with them as of lately. All City Live, yeah, that's him. That's him. Yeah, he got a nice little live stream. I like what he do. For the 2K community and stuff like that, and just how he engages with the people and the people engage with him. Like that's a dope platform. And what it does for me, as a content creator is it brings me back to what I first done. I started the first city on YouTube, just YouTube City. The YouTube streets already existed, but I went out there to try to create a whole blueprint and a map of what the city should look like. And it was just an animated version of it, as something that I found, within Las Vegas, but built like something was built in Virginia, like my old videos, it's certain stuff I did, as a content creator that I'm actually satisfied and I'm glad I did it, because I won't go do it again, or working with other people that I've had a chance to work with, I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning a lot, but working by myself, I've been able to come up with bigger and brighter ideas for me, and I feel like that's what's next for me, is just to actually close out where I've been, and really give my time to something before I leave, because I'm about done with this. It's just not a desire for me no more. And I wouldn't do it if I just didn't have these friends out here. Like I love my peoples, and it feel good to check in and see them when they check in with me, and just to be active with each other, and my channel be operational, but I feel like now I had a time that I could actually do better with the content. I could actually say something. I could actually put stuff together. I have the space. It's unlimited love, and what I'm going through in life. Like I'm not struggling with nothing. I'm at the best point of my life, in the last 8 years. I'm very happy with my wife. My wife is very happy with me, and I just been spending time with her, and I think when I hang this all up, and just give up the game just in general, that's all I want to do, is just enjoy life with my wife, because I've gotten to a point where I'm excited, to see what's gonna happen next, because I've been blessed, so many good things have been happening, and I'm just in a place where I just want the peace. So I haven't really been coming out here and going live just because I don't want to lose a good woman. Like I don't want to put nothing in jeopardy. Just out here in these streets. And I've been through a uphill fight with that. For a long time, and getting to a place within myself, where I wanted to accomplish so much stuff before, I totally submit myself, or give myself, for whatever reason. Shout out to my man coming in the door. Bird is in the house. I appreciate you, Bird, checking in. That's my man's right there. Yeah, appreciate you, Bird. So yeah, man, I'm at a good point in my life, man, where God has just been really truly blessing me, opportunity, He's showing me favor. Um, and I just don't want to ruin it. I don't want to mess that up. And there's a lot of people out there. They got a good woman or they got a good man. And we end up messing that up. And um, I guess I'm just at the point now where I just rather just um, see people happy. And if people will want to see me happy, that's what's up for me. Play a little 2K here and there, but now I'm at a stage where I could be very productive, very creative. I can come up with ideas. I feel like I'm sharper in my mind, just in far as me thinking outside the box, you know what I mean? But as far as me being on my toes, it's the live streaming and stuff like that. Um, I just I don't feel like I'm just an established public image, and I think like even when I was talking to the pastor, I was trying to explain that to her, that I'm just not a public image right now, and I'm just not in a place of me associating so much with the world, you know what I mean? Like I'm just at a place where, um, God has given me rest, and I ain't been feeling good. I wasn't feeling good when I was doing my live streams just the last month, and I was having back spasms and stuff like that. Then when I turned it off, um, the last month, just now, that I have been taking off. I've been working and stuff, don't get me wrong, but I've been sick, the last couple weeks, like for like the last month, I just ain't been able to digest my food. And like I said before, I had my gallbladder taken out before, a long time ago. So I didn't know if it was complications for that, but I'm getting ready to go see a specialist. Lord have mercy. And I don't know, when you get to this age that I'm at, you just start appreciating things. I just thinking all through my 50s to my 60s, like I can't see myself out here trying to be a social media influence, only because I've been out here since 2017, like 10 years. Like I've been all over in the video, all in the video. Lord have mercy. Um, so I guess I'll just come to the fact, the realization. When I first started this channel, I never knew that it was an opportunity that I would be able to touch people all around the world. Like I've been able to, Kuwait. Like who would have ever thought I'd have a friend in Kuwait, New Zealand, like Saudi Arabia? Like, look, I'm talking about there's places all over Japan. Like I got homeboys, homegirls all over the world. And see, I don't want to put nothing in jeopardy, with none of my people's, not even me. I mean, with me or anybody else, I just want to make sure that people is happy, people is free, people feel safe, people feel love. I'm just a place in my life where I'm happy, you know what I mean? And I've just been very silent. I ain't said nothing. I have no other way to put it. God has just been great to me. YouTube City, we support our own. Our people support each other. You know what I mean? Like the people that come to my channel, they know each other already. I had an opportunity to come in contact with so many different content creators. And they allow me to just be myself. And I thank y'all for that, man. God has really truly been blessing me. Las Vegas, that was a thing for me, with YouTube City. I wanted to make it a virtual city that we can come bring it into real reality, and I had a chance to meet a lot of people off YouTube, in real reality, like kicking it, not, and I ain't trying to say that's the best thing to do just because like I might kick it too much. No, I done kicked it. Uh, but yeah, man, I'm 1 hour in, and I didn't want to leave just yet, because again, this is a live test. This is just me, testing some things, to look at some things, see how I sound, see what I'm talking about, see if I feel like I'm flowing, getting back into the rhythm of things. Just because I don't like my setup, I will be changing my background probably before my next live stream. I don't think I could do. Oh Lord have mercy. MJ Studio Production Essence Band is in the building. I don't know. You know what, Mitch? Here we go. Now look. Only because, like, look, look, Mitch. I don't know if I should be upset with you. I don't know if I should be cool with you. I don't know if I should just be thank you. I don't know what I should do. Like, Mitch, you are just an unpredictable dude. Lord, I ain't even been on YouTube. He out there. Didn't even have nothing to do with the song. And go take the song, put picture on the thumbnail, made it into something. I mean, Mitch, Izzo told me that you took Fiego, put it out there on Google, and we ain't even finished the song. You got other people singing the song, other people singing the lyrics. I'm like, I ain't even had nothing to do with it. Like, I don't know if you stealing from my likeness. I don't know if you promoting the kid. I don't know what's going on. And I ain't want to say nothing, but it's just this stuff I've been thinking, this stuff other people been thinking. I'm sitting up here saying, wait a minute. Mitch, Lord have mercy. I love you. I love you, Trips, always. I know. That's why I never come off wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't never did nothing to me, and you gave me opportunity, just because you are a big platform, and you are somebody that when I first met you, I actually I loved your content. I loved your production. I love that you were a live musician. Like, cause I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, if I told Mitch come up here right now, what I mean, entertain the people, Mitch will come up here. What I mean, and he'll give you guys a show. That's a good dude to have in your corner, and that's somebody that gave me a chance. What I mean, he gave me a chance to come on his platform, talk to people. What I mean, even though some of them couldn't even understand my English or my language. What I mean, but I would say, what I mean, just you giving me the opportunity, connecting to my channel, bringing people to my channel, allowing me to go to your channel. Like, you believed in me, like, to do something big, like, you really believed in us as a production. Shout out to Kahana, shout out to Ike Izzle. I had a chance to work with you. The ladies of Essence Band, shout out to Laura Stella, Gabby Anna. I think it's Gabby Anna. Look, I'm pretty sure. Look, stop, don't get upset. Relax. Shout out to Jen. Shout out to Jen. Boy, look here. I better. Is it Jen? It is Jen, right? Look, I don't want to say nothing wrong. Ryan Hunter is in the house. Shout out to Ryan Hunter. XP. Hello, everyone. Ryan, is that Ryan hanging with Ryan right there, Mr. Fishing? Is that Ryan Fishing right there? Hello, brother. Tribulations. What's cracking with you, Ryan Hunter XP? You out there getting that XP? I did have the channel set up where you could actually go back and watch old videos, and you could actually get some street rep. You can actually get some XP on my channel. You know what I mean? But it didn't work out right. Like, I had to go back 3 or 4 times. I'm like, man, this ain't working. But I was trying to set it up where you can get some street cred. And trying to fix my channel up a little bit. It's a lot of stuff I want to say, but just shout out to the Essence Band. I want to finish saying that, just because, y'all been good to me, and it's been a while since I've seen y'all. It's been a while since I've been out here, but I want to say shout out to Mitch. I appreciate you stopping by. regardless, the past, the issues and stuff like that. Like I don't know if it was a bunch of issues, but that's somebody I believe in as a musician, and again, if I told Mitch come up here, what I mean, he'll come up here entertaining people. I'll be here another 3 hours chilling, and both of us will be hitting the laugh button. That's the thing, like he gave me an opportunity to come over there and talk to people, and I didn't feel like I was much of a host. I didn't feel like I was much of a personality or a voice out here enough to do it, but um, I had an opportunity out here, from a lot of people. And I remember doing a live stream over at Mitch's channel with Retro. It was just it's me. Life will run. I thought so. Look, it don't matter how much you change your name. I'm gonna always know it's you. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what it is about you, Ryan. Like, look, I ain't got no problems with you. Like, no issues. I just don't feel like getting on your case today. You know what I mean? Look, Mr. Fisher said you changed, but I don't know. You still look the same to me. No, just playing. No, that type of stuff right there is what I like about my live stream. Like, I know people, you know what I mean, and they still out here, and they in these streets, and they remember me, they recognize me. I had a chance to actually really be out here, but I will be changing my background because every time I do, I look forward, I looking at it like, well, I don't like it, But I want to finish telling you, Mitch, like, yo, I liked your production, I liked your setup, I liked how you know how to work the stage as far as just live, like he had the greatest content at the time of people I was meeting, what I mean, and it inspired me, because it made me feel like we could do television, so when Abandoned Boys said that, Trip TV, it gave me the idea to start making homemade television. How could we make television to entertain people? And I felt like it just gave me an opportunity to actually branch out to feel like I'm talking to 100,000 people now, and I had a small channel, but because he seen something in what I was doing and my cousin was doing, it gave it said you got a lot of sound dapping. Lord have mercy. Has it always sound like that? Cause oh man, something draining it out. It ain't sounding right. Oh man, what am I gonna do? But this was a test anyway, and I'm already an hour and 11 minutes in, which is great because, and it's probably because I'm not speaking like totally into the mic. I'm kind of like speaking like this. I gotta find a way to make it more comfortable for me to speak, and actually, you know, get it together. So it's some stuff I'll be working on. I probably didn't even see the chat correctly because I ain't really, I ain't really seeing how it should roll. Um, but it felt good to really see y'all, and I appreciate you. And thank you, I guess, Mitch, for keeping the Tribulation Kids alive, just with you honoring, I mean, just honoring my music, and the stuff I was doing, regardless of the fact, I want to thank you, for just always trying to be a part, even though like Mitch, you can send me 5 records right now that go together, and make it dope and send it to me. Look, let's do something. Let's do something again. Let's go. Look, Bird, what you got? Look, Bird, send me some records. Will Bird say, I'm talking about those things on the wall. Ha 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 ha. Um, yeah, but I'm not liking it. Because after I say this, I mean y'all gonna be looking at it. But there's certain things I'm thinking in my mind without me saying it that I don't like, and I would like to make it better than what it is. But it's like right now, I knew as soon as I put a spotlight on it, it was gonna show. So I'm just gonna say it. My staples is killing me. if the Staples wasn't out there like that, it wouldn't bother me, but I didn't know it was gonna really do that. And then I was like doing a little sound check, and I was saying to myself, "Oh, this ain't gonna work," and then maybe it will, But I see that we got 8 people in the house of Tribulation Kids. Yes, let's try it again with you. Uh, uh, I don't know, Mitch. I don't know, man. Uh, I don't know if we could work together though. That's the thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't want to come out here and be like one of the people that don't want to be at work and they out there, they in the streets and they, you could just tell they don't want to be there. They got an attitude about everything. I don't want to be like that with people. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, but and then me and Mitch, like, I don't know how our egos are gonna work. I'm a certain kind of way. And then you already know that if I'm gonna do something with you, I'm gonna have to include Izzo. And you and Izzo, y'all can't work together. Period. You just can't work together. I don't know if you or Kahana can work with Izzo. You know what I mean? Like, he's a little strict. He's different than me. You know what I mean? But you got to be on time. You can't be playing games, especially with the record. And Mitch, I don't want to be waiting on you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to be waiting. When we want to drop the record, you need to have the record complete. I'm just playing. But that's how it is. I can't help it, man. Look. We 24 hours. You need to have it finished. Look, good to see you, homie. Yeah, you too, man. I'm just out here tripping, man. And that's the thing. Like, I play too much, and I don't want to offend nobody, but y'all know I'm just playing, right? No, I'm serious. I'm so serious. Like, Mitch, that's the only way it's gonna work. Do me a favor, y'all. 8 people in the house. Check my abouts. Check my description. Check out my stores. Check out some of the stuff I've been starting to work on. If you need help with your store, if you got some questions or anything, what I mean, or if you got some ideas that could actually help, let's start to do some stuff. Get a brand. I feel like I want to block you right now, Big Jafu. I think that you are actually Star. I think it's Star. William told me last time it was you, and you was playing too much. Nobody got time to be playing with you, man. Like, and then you played at the end of my live stream the last time I was out here. Now see, that's the problem right there. Like, I don't want to come out here playing with folks. I just don't. You know what I mean? And you're gonna be one. You're gonna be one that's gonna get. Yo, I don't think he has a mod. I can't really see the chat because I ain't even on the chat. I'm just looking up in here. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't even checked in on the phone. But I probably missed some comments. So if you have comment and I ain't say nothing back, like, I apologize. The tribulation, but only for you, not for the other person that ruined my production and my business. And you know who it is. That's frowning face. Ruined your production and your business. No, you can't be talking in code. You know what I mean? Like, if you got an issue, you need to speak it out loud. Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Ruined your production and your business? Who? Say the name. Let them know that you talking to them. Who? You done playing Trip? Yeah, man. I'm done, man. I'm about to get up out this game. Hang my jersey up. It's time for D-Nell to retire from this game, man. I ain't out here for the fame. I ain't out here to make a name. Like, I done already been through that. You know what I mean? Like, I gave that a run. I have now a established audience. But I don't want to get. Nah, ain't no laughing. You need to speak on it. You know what I mean? Like, you got all this to say. You know what I mean? Like, you want me to relay the message, but you ain't gonna say the name. You ain't gonna say what your problem is. Like, you need to say what's up. But nah, I got to a place, man. I'm happy in life. I'm I'm happy, more happy now than I've been in the last 8 years. Yeah, it's time for me to get out this game, But I want to end it on a better note. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be abrupt, and just all of a sudden, But now I want to be able to create something as I leave, and that probably would be the records. Like I'm ready to do some music. I'm ready to put something really great together. Work with people, uh, different producers and stuff like that. But um, now I have the time. Before I didn't really have as much time. And I still really don't have a lot of time to live stream and publicly come out here and speak. Um, it was fun to me, while that lasted, but I made so many videos that all I gotta do is clip stuff, and then come out here and just do a update, come out here and speak every now and then. Now something happened in the world and we all are relating to it, I'll be out here, like, no doubt. But just to come out here and just chill and kick it, what I mean? Like, this is what I'm doing right now. Like, I can't do that every day. It's especially to try to have a successful marriage. Like, I want to have a successful marriage with my wife. I'm very happy with her. She's very happy with me, and she's not at all um involved with social media. Like, this is my thing, she stays away from it. She allows me to have my space to do it. What he say? He said I downloaded 2K, my guy. Okay, only a 75 right now. Mr. Fisher, anytime you see me online, make sure that you send me a voice invite or join the parties that I be in. Like, I'm always in the parties with friends, and these are people I'm close to, like my brother, my homeboy Josh, and my cousin. Well, B is like my cousin. He really my best friend, cousin. Like, does that make sense? Best friend, cousin. It's Tom cousin. My best friend Tom is his cousin. You know what I mean? And I spend more time with him, so he like my cousin. But these are dudes I've been playing with the last 10 years. And we all get along well. We all around the same age, and we have a lot of fun. But I do want to say, you got to come and see if you gel in the chat. Like, if you don't mind, like the cursing, like sometimes we get some attitudes, like it doesn't always run or operate correctly, but 2K26 is actually a good game. Like, this is probably one of the best games, and I will say that I enjoy doing it. I already have a 93 and a 94, and I have a big man and I have a small forward. Look, Mr. Fisher. I don't want to brag on my dude or nothing, you know what I mean? But I just will say, that my small forward, they said he was a build like LeBron, KD, and Glenn Big Dog Robinson. You know what I mean? Like, look, when I seen that, I was like, oh, I'm making that. I'm making that. And then the other dude is what's the dude that played for New York? Porzingis, him, the big tall dude. Who else was on it? It was DeMarcus Cousins, and it was one more. Oh, the Villabanca, whatever the dude that plays for the Spurs, the big dude, like, yeah. So that's my big dude. So the shooting seems to be okay. The handling seems to be okay. Defense seems to be okay. Rebounding, it's gonna always be okay. But I'm enjoying myself out there on the game. I ain't gonna front. So for the people out there that are playing 2K, yeah, it is a good time. And if you are on the PlayStation Network, I mean, you can always come into our chat. You can always hit me up at DNail702, and you can come and we can play together. And because you can get on a team of 50 people, you know what I mean? Like it's building a whole new network. Like that's gonna be a whole set of new people. And it's a whole bunch of people that's already on my friends list from all the previous years, and everybody hitting me up. And some people I'm just deleting them off my name. Off my names list or uh, friends list. I'm not, yeah, him, Wimby. Yeah, Porzing, yeah. Look, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I got a translator in the chat. Man, I do miss live streaming though, and just getting out here and cutting up with the people, having fun. This is how I do, and I ain't never got a set plan or something that I'm actually, doing. Like I don't want to do it like that. I want to get out there and be myself. I don't want to change nothing. Um, so I actually been thinking if I want to do the gaming channel or not. I could spend more time with it. I think for me right now, I'm not really comfortable with my gaming. Um, like I'm not utilizing my space correctly like I want to, like I was, and then it was uncomfortable for me like that. So then I moved it and I have way more space, but I'm way more uncomfortable because I'm sitting on the couch and stuff. Like I gotta just set it up where I'm comfortable. But right now, I could stream from my PlayStation right after this live stream if I wanted to. And just started, but I didn't know if I want to. For one, my gameplay, like I don't know. I had a couple rough days that I was like, I don't know if I would ever want to be live like that. Like if people seen that, like they would rewind that back. I'm like, you might get out there and get clowned. And then I'm on another team, so I didn't get a chance to build the team and have my name and how I would do it and represent the brand and stuff like that. So I was just like, well, me being on somebody else's team and all the rest of that, like I asked him how did he feel about us having a TV deal, and he's with it. Like, yo, you are over, social media and all anything that go, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it. It's really hard to do, and to sit out here on the live stream. Like, I don't know that I could do it. Sometimes I just want to just sit down, and look bummy. You know what I mean? I just wanna dress homely. I just wanna just relax. Don't do a trip. Yeah, I'm saying like I feel like I'm gonna get embarrassed if I do it. Like it's gonna be some stuff happening on that game, But it would be so fun for people to just come up in there and hang out. You know what I mean? And actually have a place to go. Like if you don't play, you know what I mean? Like it's content for you to watch. And then you hear the people in the chat, and you it's engaging. Like it could be so much fun. And I actually used to there was this dude back in the day that actually invited me on his team, and they used to live stream, and they used to have a big platform, and I used to play with them, and I used to be the big man. All I used to have to do is sit in the corner and shoot, and get rebounds. They used to love my guy. This is 2017. Um, my record is five. Oh, you ain't even start yet. But you're gonna like it. It's really fun. But what I've noticed is, you actually don't have to really play career. You can actually go out there with a little bit of none. And then actually, people are just now playing today. Last night I was playing around playing some brown shirts, tearing they bus up. Brown shirts is coming out right now. This weekend, 2K is going down. Like everybody gonna be on it. I'm telling you, it's going down. And I would love to go live about it. I would, what I mean? Because I love the people, just giving the people something to do and coming out there, hanging out and stuff like that. Like, it's going to turn into a real game. But, I just calm down. I'm not like I used to be. It's just when I was younger, like, yeah, we're going to get out here, we're going to build this. But now I'm building slow. Like I'm gonna be on the channel, but I ain't gonna be out here as much. I'll probably do once a week or maybe twice. Every 2 weeks or some. I don't know. As long as I'm working on the channel, as long as I'm doing something with it, But I will be uploading new designs and stuff from my stores every week. Practically every day, you're gonna find something new up there. But I'm I'm actually buying my own stuff. I'm actually buying my own stuff. This is Tribulation Kidz brand right here, and I own that name. And I own that name. I own that name now. Tribulation brand. I bought my demand. I started investing in myself and doing things that could benefit in the future. I wanted to come have some type of product. I didn't want to just be out here chilling. I have a product that you could actually go into, check out my stores, and you can actually use the service that I have here as well. You can promote your channel, you can meet people, you can talk to people. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to start my platform and walk away, and people are able to operate on the platform without me being there. And that's just what it is. Like, I'd rather be behind the scenes. I'd rather not be the front man out there speaking. But for me, that's who I am. And that's how people know me. Like, I'll go out there, I'll say something, and I don't be having nothing to say. I start this live stream with nothing to say, but I want to try to start to package myself better as far as my videos go, as far as my description go. You'll find stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna make my channel look like a city, and it's going to point people back to my old videos. And it's not the people that's already subscribed here, it's the new people that's going to come, because now that the video is really dressed up and looking right, and it has the information that it needs, and it has the tags that it needs, and my channel starts to look good, you're going to see my channel growing. You're going to see the numbers of the videos start to grow. There's a whole bunch of videos I have that people probably have never even seen, because they know me from certain live streams. Like, they come to the live stream, they chill in the live stream. You know what I mean? But as far as going back, they only know me from that time of the live stream. From there, they don't know what I've already done. Like, I already got videos I've already did. No topic here. And that's how I met you. But yo, I'm telling you, Mr. Fishing, that video is public. You can actually go find that. It's in that area where it says no topic. It's like I kind of stopped at that area too, like kind of where the end of it is right where it is. You know what I mean? And I stopped right there so that I could pick back up when I get back into the office to start doing things. So I will be starting to do things. I am working and I'm operational as I can be. But I have not got out here to start speaking and getting comfortable with that. Like, I see myself right now, I'm getting way more comfortable because now I'm able to speak. I'm able to get my words. I'm able to get my air. I'm able to get my breath. Like, it's coming back to me. It's like not falling off the bike, but I still don't have the time to do it because, man, I don't want to lose a good woman, man. Like, she good to me. I'm telling you, I don't need nothing. And there's a lot of friends out here, you know what I mean? I just don't want to hurt nobody, don't want to say nothing wrong, and I just want to just be all right, you know what I mean? And I want y'all to be all right, and I'm telling you, I've been all right. I'm good. Lord have mercy. But truth of the matter is, I really haven't been feeling good, for the last couple of months, it seemed like. And it's not been the same issue, it's been something different. But this situation got people kind of concerned, because they've been seeing how I just been in the last month. I kind of lost weight because I haven't really been eating, because I can't keep. It's not that I can't keep the food in; I can keep it in. It's just for some reason, like me swallowing and digesting my food, like it's weird to me. Like, look, is it the food? Are we out here eating plastic, cardboard, and some more stuff? Like, I need to know because something just ain't right with the kid. My immune system, like, man, look, they gonna have me out here drinking sea moss or some more stuff, and for me, I just want to make sure I'm good, But my wife been bringing me back to good health, spending time with her. Like, I spend a lot of time. She getting ready to take me to the Chris Brown concert. I don't usually get out here and brag, you know what I mean? But Chris Brown, like, she taking me to see. We didn't do. Yeah, we about to go see him pop it. I got friends and you got friends. Look, I'll tell you, with a man on the floor. Let me know. I'm telling you, I'm about to go over there and get it, boy. So yeah, trying to get my outfit together, everything. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're gonna go looking like a couple. I don't know. You know what I mean? We're gonna be dressed alike. Like it's Sadie Hawkins, but I don't really know. But I just, like I said, man, I've been actually really enjoying life, man. I can't complain, and I don't want to complain. Everything has been good. Let's say don't drink those currings. I never heard of that. You still making the nice Max Music, homie. Big Jafu. I don't even understand why you're even talking to me. Like, we not cool. Like, seriously, I don't even want you here, to be honest with you. I don't know you, and I don't play no games. Like, you be coming up in here thinking we cool. Like, I don't know you, don't want to know you. You can't be yourself. Like, you can't even be 100. Like, don't nobody want to be around somebody can't be 100. You are imposter. You want to be somebody you not. So don't think we cool. So serious. Um, well, hope you put a lake in the city so I can go fishing. Well, Mr. Fisher, I'm gonna just be honest with you. You've been with me on my journey for a long time, and you had a chance to see some of the stuff that I had a chance to see, and you can't tell people about what we seen. You know what I mean? Like, you had to be there. And I just thank you guys. I think you guys, not just Mr. Fisher. There's a lot of y'all that I got different parts of my journey and different journeys with certain ones, like Bird, there's Mitch, whatever. But Mr. Fisher, he seen me as I was coming up, being able to travel outside the world as far as my channel goes. Um, he's been to a lot of my live streams, and I really, really, truly want to just thank you guys for your support, But Mr. Fishing, even when I'm on Facebook and I do a live or something, like Mr. Fishing, he found me, And when I first met you, you're probably seeing what I'm thinking in my mind is I didn't know if you was being sarcastic or not. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got no topic. Like, what are you out here just rambling and talking about? And I've always thought that's how he felt. You know what I mean? And sometimes when I do a live stream, he'll come to the live stream, he'll do that. But he just supported me, and even with my other channel, a lot of y'all come to my other channel, and Mr. Fisher is one of them. Like, he even came up and joined All of Us TV, and we supposed to start doing stuff, but it's just something about this journey for me, like, y'all really don't truly know what I was going through before I started my channel. But this gave me an escape. This gave me a way to not think about things that was really hurting me. Like, I was really hurting when I needed therapy. I felt wounded. I felt like, I didn't want to speak on it though. I was just gonna hold it in. I was just gonna go out there and I was gonna be myself and represent, and that's all I did, was trying to go reach people, get as many people as I can, reaching one by one. But it was what I was going through that nobody knew, But this had helped me because there was a place in my life where I felt lonely. I felt like I wasn't in the right place. I wasn't in the right state of mind. I was seeking something. I needed attention. I felt lonely, and this helped me to not feel like that. You know what I mean? And, I found something to do with my time, and then it started to benefit. Not that I made money out here doing this. Like, I spent more money out here than I made, just in supporting other people and donating to other people. That I actually spent more money out here than making, um, but I didn't have a service. Well, I had a service. You can come promote your channel. You could be a part. But I didn't have a product, And now that I have a product, that I could actually be out here and maybe find a way to have an extra string of income, you know, to actually have the content to actually get donated with. My whole thing was always not to worry about where the money gonna come from or what I'm gonna make. I wasn't worrying about the likes, I wasn't worrying about the comments, wasn't worrying about how many people there. Go out there and get the video. That's all I used to say. As long as I get the video, I'm good. I'll go get the video. Now I got to the point where I got nothing but videos. You know what I mean? I might not have the views, but I got the videos, and now all I gotta do is dress them up. All I gotta do is go back and do the descriptions and do the stuff, keep people engaged, start doing my live streams, keep it going, but I'm able to go back to my first video and do and put in the description what I'm doing right now. So to go back there and be able to put in there the links to my stores and how to go, I have a bunch of videos. This is information I could put out there. Jario Jamilo is in the house. Hope life's okay. Shout out to you, Jaria. Jerio. How you been, man? Shout out to you. Shout out to Kissable Lips UK. Is in the building because I remember that's where I met you from. But I appreciate you being in the house. You even remember me. Look. When you came to town, you could have hollered at the kid. Look, he met Olivia. I remember that. You know what I mean? Y'all didn't invite me. You ain't want me to come. Jario. Well, you ain't think I remember. Yeah, I remember. Y'all look like y'all ate good that night. I wanted to come eat. When I met Olivia and her friends, her friends, uh, she was like, "Here, eat this, some barbecue." Boy, the chicken was good too. I smashed it. Like, can I get a napkin? Need to head out now. Enjoy your day. All right, Mr. Fisher. Join the chat. And come holler at me. And hopefully, I'll see you out there on the game soon. And actually, I'm about to get up off this live stream anyway. I'm 7 people in the house. Each and every one of you guys, I appreciate just you guys stopping by. This is just me checking out. If I'm able to get back on the live stream and get things going. So if I didn't get a chance to talk to you in the chat, or if I didn't respond, it's because I didn't have my phone up. It's some things I got to get used to. But I just wanted to do a test, because it's gonna be a while before I do my next live stream. Probably a couple weeks. Man, I'm finna go play 2K. I'm finna chill. I'm finna have me a good time. I'm finna chill. And I was gonna say something else, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave that alone. God has been good to me, man. I hope that you guys are doing good. I hope that everything is continuing to work out for you. I hope that you guys have your peace. That you find yourself, if you haven't. You could do it. You just gotta believe in yourself. I want to shout out to the people that did stop by. I appreciate y'all. If you do watch the video back, shout out to y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to all my people all around the world. I hope that you guys are happy. Continue to be a blessing. Continue to try to uplift people if you can. And continue to just with good health. I'm gonna let y'all know the updates on how I'm doing. I'm also gonna check in soon. I'm gonna change some things in production, but I think I got enough content today that I can actually go back and watch it. Hopefully you guys have fun, man. If